Going to the game, I'm going to be playing Olaf and show you how strong this champion can be. In this matchup, we're up against Vi, and in an Olaf versus Vi, this is hugely an advantage for Olaf because of the fact that we counters Vi's kit with the use of her ultimate. Vi has a lot of CC, and Olaf is a champion that counters all of the crowd control that the opponents can give. The start that I'm doing is a blue side start into a full clear unless there's a lane that I could gank. The reason why I start on blue rather than the red side is that Olaf can clear the jungle faster when starting at this buff because of the fact that he can just keep catching his access at level 1, level 2, and the blue buff will allow me to sustain my mana, allowing me to spam this skill even more. Olaf's clear is above average, wherein he's able to clear his caps pretty fast, but when up against Vi, Vi should have an advantage when it comes to the faster clearing. The only thing we need to worry about is Vi's ganking, wherein she's a bit better because of the use of her ultimate. But when we face off on a 1v1 or on a skirmish, we definitely should have an advantage unless our teammates are having a hard time. Another reason I started topside is because it's quite hard to gank the Alistar Jhin when we have Seraphine Ezreal, and it's a lot easier to go for this Urgot lane. A trade happens, our Aatrox goes down in exchange for their topside, and getting an advantage on the top side is good because our Ezreal is able to scale a lot easier. A lane that I would like to gank as much as possible is the Urgot because usually when you play Urgot, you're always overextended because of the use of your passive, and that's something I would want to abuse. Here I went for a full clear. I could go for a Scuttler, but since I don't have bot prio due to Aatrox dying, it's much safer just going for this clear. Seeing that the Vi's at the top side, I know that I would be able to take this, and once we're able to get the Scuttler, we should be level 5 and look for a gank bot side. Perfect timing, Aatrox and Urgot goes for a flash, and we're able to go for a perfect gank on to the Urgot. We get a kill, and it's very important that when we play Olaf, we should get an early game lead. Olaf's early game is really strong, but the drawback is when you get to the later stage of the game, his scaling is not so good and just becomes a tank later on. That's why you want to get early kills so that you would be able to make use of your early game and snowball the game. Another fight happens on the top side. Vi gets a good catch to the Ezreal. I don't have my ulti, that's why I'm getting stunned. I had no choice but to flash out and play a bit safe. If I had my ulti there, I would have gotten a lot more kills. Good gank by the opponent. And if you look at their composition, I actually counter almost all of their champions. Lux is not able to crowd control, same with Jhin, and our third skill, which does true damage, can go through Alistar's ulti, and I can't get crowd controlled by Alistar at the same time. The only thing I need to do is to get a good start. Hopefully we get 1 or 2 kills, or 2 kills rather, before the first objective. That way, we would be able to complete our Triforce and become more effective in a team fight. This is the only winning condition Vi has, is that if he's able to avoid me and gank the other lanes, then I wouldn't have the chance to 1v1 this champion. Seeing their positioning, I wish that they tried to take some platings. They played it very safe, which is good on their part, because I'm not able to get a counter kill onto them. While waiting for the objectives, as much as you always want to look for ganks, you need to farm your items because Triforce is very important for Olaf. And it synergizes well with the skit, the Sheen with all of these skills, Phage for a bit of HP and chasing potential, and Stinger for a bit of attack speed. Not the best start, their jungle is doing a good job ganking our side lanes, getting them ahead, and this is something that I need to solve. We're able to buy the Triforce due to the first skill that we have. Zoe is getting ganked by Vi, And their Vi is doing a good job punishing our laners. With the objective spawning, I want to try to shut down the Vi. I make a mistake. I use my ulti and Vi is just able to go away. And this is quite scary because of the fact that I don't have my ultimate on the first objective. That's why I have to play a bit safe and wait for the opponents to come close or even look for a turn. I hit the dragon a bit while waiting for them to come close. We position ourselves. Really good poke on our end. Nice sleep onto the Seraphine ult. We're able to chain CC. I get a bit low, forced to flash, and in the end, we're able to win a crucial team fight due to the poke of my teammates. Alistar tries to go for an engage, and with that, we're able to get the dragon in a very safe manner. Unfortunately, Aatrox dies on the bot side, and their Urgot is getting quite a big lead over his counterpart. Herald is still up, and the good thing about this is that my ultimate is now up. Looking at the positioning of the Urgot, I know that he has no more HP and mana, so I could start this. If they try to contest, Aatrox would be first on the position, and we would be able to have the numbers advantage. I want to take this as soon as possible, but if I see an opportunity to go for a kill, such as the sleep, we just burn the Lux. Vi doesn't show up. She actually went on the top side instead, punishing our Ezreal, and tries to look for a top tower. Good decision on their part. Worst case scenario, they're able to trade 1-for-1 tower. Alistar is trying to buy time with the Rift Herald, but with all of us here, we're able to put the Alistar into low HP. We're not able to kill him because of the ultimate, but the most important thing here is that Herald was able to hit the tower twice, and we get 2 towers in exchange for our top tower. Overall, we win the trade, getting the dragon plus 2 towers. The best that they could get was only a tower top side. Bot lane, finally Aatrox having an advantage. Gets the Urgot pretty low. Unfortunately, he's not able to chase him. Vi shows up again, ganks our mid lane. At least there's a 1-for-1 trade. But overall, their Vi has a stronger ganking kit than me. The best thing I can do is try to counter gank for my teammates. But if you look at their position, they're way overextended. Topside gets a kill onto the Alistar. Urgot dies. Oh, rather, Aatrox dies again to the Urgot. And seeing that they want to take the bot tower, I go to try to defend. Looking at the HP, they should be getting this. But seeing that Urgot has half HP, I have my ultimate to mitigate all of the crowd control they have. Even though Urgot flashes, I tried to burst him down, but very interesting on how I got bursted. And if you look at Vi's item, she has Triforce plus the armor pen boots. And I didn't have any of my armor items yet. That's why I just got bursted. Zoe with a good counter kill onto the Vi gets a shutdown gold, which is good for us. Now I'm able to buy armor items such as the plated steel caps plus the chain vest, and this would allow me to become a bit more tankier in the next team fight. That's why, as I said earlier, even though we counter the Vi, if she's able to get a big enough snowball, then she would still deal a lot of damage and would not need crowd control in order to take me down. I go back and clear my camps, look for another engage, top side or bot side, looking for another fight. I try to see if I could dive this. I have my ultimate, and we get a crucial kill, helping our Aatrox get back into the game. My death stance is now up. The only problem is I don't know where they are, and without ulti, there's a chance that Vi might be able to burst me. I take a bit of a risk and look for a kill onto the Jhin, but looking at the top side, Vi gets a kill on the Zoe, so I know that Jhin is alone. Aatrox suddenly got too greedy. I wanted to wait for the creeps, but we could go for a gank here with Seraphine positioning herself for an ultimate. My ultimate is up. Nice flash ult by Seraphine, and we get a counter kill plus a tower. With Death Stance up, another good item for Olaf, synergizes well with this kit. Whenever we're able to get a kill, we get Death Stance proc, allowing us to get more sustain. Combining it with the Triumph, we should have a lot of our HP back. Dragon is now up, we could contest, and Jhin is still down, so this should be a 4v5, but I want to make sure that we win this. Another good poke by my teammates, getting the Orgot pretty low. My ultimate is still off cooldown. Aatrox goes in with a flash, decides to int, but nice sleep on for the Zoe. We take down their jungle, we try to chase down the Jhin, forces flash, and we should be able to win the fight. Alistar is alone, Jhin using his ulti, Lux is on the side lane, and after seeing her use her bind, I immediately flash in, punish her, and get another kill. With our jungle still down, we should be able to get this dragon to keep freely. Jhin, looking for the contest, has 4th bullet, so I need to be a bit concerned, but seeing that he's out of range, we wouldn't be able to get this. Ezreal gets the Jhin pretty low. I want to try to catch him, but he's able to escape. Urgot plays greedy, wants to 1v1 me. He probably is trying to buy time for his team. It's not enough. Get him to low HP and force his flash. Really good. The kill is still quite close. The opponents are able to do a lot of plays. Commend their Vi for ganking and helping their team get ahead. The good thing right now is that even though we don't have a lot of kills, we're able to secure the objectives, and we should be able to get our 3 objective power spike unless there's something bad that happens. We're currently at 11k, 1k GPM. Even though their Vi has more kills, we have more gold than her. We're actually 1k ahead and really strong in the game. That's why it's very important that you're able to farm and gank at the same time so that you'd be able to have a lot of gold. Urgot is on the side, tries to look for a flank, but looking at our lineup, we have triple poke with Seraphine, Zoe, and Ezreal. Vi gets baited, goes in. Seraphine's ulti doesn't reach, but we have enough damage to take the Vi down. And look at the Death Stance, helping my HP go back with the Seraphine heals. We get another kill, and we should be able to get the Baron. The only thing that we should be worried about is their all-ins, if they're able to get a good engage with Vi Alistar, but as soon as they're out of position, we could punish them with the use of all of our poke and our crowd control. Lux dies both sides, we get an ace, so this should be a free Baron, plus we are also getting the mid inhibitor. The next item I went for is Stasis, just to play a bit safe, since if you look at our lineup, I'm probably the only front line, and if I go in by myself, there's a high chance that I will get taken down. I don't need to build pure damage because of the fact that my teammates already have a lot of damage, so I just need to build a bit more tankier for my team. And we're in the stage of the game where my damage will not matter as much. It's more important that I'm able to sustain and live in the team fights, especially since I'm the jungler. When you're the jungler, you don't want to die or have any unnecessary deaths because that would open up the Baron for the opponents to take. We push the top side with a Baron buff. Halfway done, Jhin out of position, look to punish, burst him down. Aatrox or Alistar, we burst him, 2 damage going through. Get a triple kill. Could have gotten the quadra kill, but Vi had Jordan Angel. We wait for her to resurrect. They proc our Sterax, but we're still quite tanky. We take down the Urgot. Unofficial quadra kill, could have been a penta. And with 2 cannons still up, the Vi only 1 left. we just go straight and end the game. 98% on Master Tier. We get MVP. Props to our teammates for the crowd control plus the poke, giving us a chance to go all in. And look at the damage dealt. 22k damage, 7.8k damage taken, 10, 1, and 8. And that is it for our Olaf jungle. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Ciao, ciao.